Boom, hey internets. Another episode of Brandhype that you've been waiting for. I'm bringing you Mike Akira West, good friend of mine and the founder of a revolutionary brand called 686. Let's go. So this is the part in the video where I'll give you a quick little intro or a bio of the company, but I thought I would play a throwback and let you guys see some really old footage of when I interviewed Mike Akira West the first time about 686. So let's run that.
When I started, it wasn't snowboard related at all. I did denim and I did t-shirts, my own. Like, I want to do denim, I want to do t-shirts, you know, I want to check this out. I want to get street stuff and wear in the snow, because, like, you know, Big Bear, it's like it's not really that cold. It's like, so I made like my denim, put some Scotch Guard on it, and then made it from there, and just like, you know, this is dope. I can actually make snow stuff, and I can actually wear it on and off the hill. That's how it kind of started, you know. This is the latest thing that we did with you know, Levi's, which is, you know, they invented the denim jean. Actually, we recreated it into our world using technical aspects, real denim, tape seams, you know, all the trims, all the arcuates, into a realm that is related to our industry. So, you know, it's the street element, it's the functional element, and it pushes it forward. So this is one example of our Times collection, and I can show you later about stuff we've done in the past. I worked with, you know, companies like Hello Kitty, you know, the Couture Hello Kitty line, company like Vestal watches. So actually we had built-in watches in the jackets, you know, and then we had New Era. We did this last year. We actually made a jacket that had a detachable and attached 5950 waterproof hat. It's a nice down jacket, it has all the detailing, so all the same 5950 detail here. This actual hat detaches and it tucks away, so this actually is a fully waterproof hat that attaches in here, and we have actually all the same circumference of the hood too. And then we have another line called the Smarty thing. That's kind of what got us on the map. Smarty is kind of like anything detachable in liners, so I can kind of show you later. It's like, you know, the whole idea of snowboarding is you want to layer. You want to have a shell, you want the inner layer, but you can zip it all out. We invented that about 15 years ago, and everyone has that now, you know, but we did it, we trademarked it, we got the patent pending on that thing. And it's cool. It's like, those are the things that keep us going, you know what I'm saying? Is reinventing things, meeting cool people, and just moving ahead. I think that after all these years, I think there's one company that's been around just as long as me independently. There's no other company in this industry that's independent, meaning not public, not run by a bigger company, a ski company. So I'm stoked to just do it ourselves still.
Yeah, so most of you guys don't know the very first internet segment I did was called Hey Fam, but that was one of my first episodes where I interviewed him, and since that time Mike Akira West has remained to be a really good colleague, still one of the people that I continue and probably will always look up to. He's always innovating and going 100 miles an hour in terms of taking and conquering new aspects and making better the things that he has in place and creating programs within his clothing company. He's one of the only independently owned snowboard apparel companies that exists out there in the world. SC grad, as he might have mentioned, or I'm not sure if I put that in the clip, but as of recently he actually went back to his alma mater and came back and taught for a class and brought so many powerful individuals in that class, both in and out of apparel and fashion, to speak to his students. So he's a man of the community. He always has a good heart. Again, not just as a founder, a designer, and a person CEOing a big company, but just a good person with a great heart as well. So I'll always have love for Mike Akira West and everything that he does. But let's talk about the product a little bit. So if you pull up on 686.com, you're gonna see quite a few different tabs. The experience on the website is seamless, really good clicks to purchase through, really smooth, of course, top-notch photography. All of his media is super on point. And in terms of media, he works really closely with the guys at Hypebeast. He works with a lot of different entities within the world of fashion, whether it be media or education. He's always expanding his base of people who he works with in a lot of different ways. So he actually has office spaces where a lot of people, if they're in town, will work with him, and that's a whole nother situation that I have to bring out into this video in just a little bit. But if you pull up on the website, you're gonna see a lot of good product. If you click on men's or women's, of course, it's a very technical apparel. He's using that as a description of a lot of the product that he has available. So technical, another word for that might be just functional. So putting the line together might be easy, whether you're working with denim or twills and knits and just cottons to make a fashion line look good. To do snowboard apparel is like designing footwear in the way where it actually has to be functional. So there has to be an aspect of this where it keeps you dry in snow and wet temperatures. So if you just think about that, there's a lot of science that has to go behind that. So the learning curve in order to do a really good outfit for snowboarding or to be in the snow actually takes a lot of know-how and quite a bit more time in the experience of doing cut and sew for the garments. Within that though, also using the word technical, if you look at some of the pants and the jackets, the inside layers and what he does with the paneling inside in terms of creating pockets, using invisible zippers, using Gore-Tex, using all kinds of different fabrications that are really very interesting. The Smarty technology where he has a layered jacket inside of the jacket so you can take off the shell, and not only is it another layer you could take off, it's another opportunity for you to have a different look. The reversible aspect of the jackets are insane. So he is a pioneer of that technology and those ideas as well. And so everything from jackets, button downs, flannels, belts. And so I want to highlight the 686 original tool belt where actually two of the teeth of the belt are actually screwdrivers. If you look at this picture, very interesting, very innovative, very smart. And it's just another example of how Mike continues to innovate in the game. Really great patterns. So the design is there. The look of everything is there as well. Okay, one more thing I want to bring up is the Compton Surf Club. So his headquarters is located in Compton or near Torrance or Carson, Ciarson, in that area. And so there's parts of it that's nice, and then Compton is very much well known as being affiliated with NWA, and so with a challenged economic group is surrounding some of that territory as well. And so he has a commitment to working with underprivileged youth to kind of expose them to snowboarding and snow and a lot of different other aspects of just life. So bringing them out and breaking their pattern of whatever their surroundings might be at that point in their life. He's just kind of giving them a new vision, a new aspect of life. So it's a great program that he has with 686. It's definitely noteworthy to mention. And the last thing that I want to bring out for this episode is his actual location where he works is a work of art in itself. And so he spent a lot of time, he bought the building and spent a lot of time kind of curating the way, the flow of it and the design of it actually is. Just like me, I really believe that environment is everything. And so not only curating the person-to-person environment of your art department or your entire company is very important in terms of setting the tone for company culture and for morale and energy and the type of things that you want to accomplish as a company. Well, he went down to the studs of creating one of the most innovative and inspiring workplaces I've ever seen in my life. This is like Disneyland for a designer. So I have video footage of me going through his place the last time I visited. Some of the views are kind of shaky, but as you can see, it's just beautifully decorated and each space has kind of its own identity and its own soul. And I actually even had the chance to work there for a week. I had some time off and I called up Mike. I was like, yo, can I work in one of your offices? I just want a different space to work in. And his space is so inspiring that I said, hey, you know, if you can, it's all good. But he let me in, let me come and work there for just a couple days, and it was a great experience. I'll show you some pictures that was from his article in Hypebeast, and I'll leave the link to that full article below. These pictures are old, so it's been updated since, but these are really great pictures from the good people at Hypebeast. hype beast, so I want to show you that. Throughout this process, he talks about how long it took and all the kinds of permitting he had to do in order to really make this space come alive. So the workplace that he has is actually a work of art and is a testament to him kind of creating all of these things and creating a reality with 686 and creating a company that's still independent this day that he runs with day-to-day operations. It's absolutely incredible the type of things he's doing. So there you guys go, Micah Kara West of 686. Check them out, follow them, because it's a great person and a great leader to follow. If you guys had any comments or any questions about this or anything, please drop it all down below. Like if you like, sub if you love, and please ring the bell. Follow me on social media when you guys get a chance. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.